go ahead and share it to your friends.
Share that.
Just got a notification.
Did you get a notification?
Yeah.
Okay, I will share it on my page too.
I don't know what I'm doing. Is it different on my page?
Let's see. It says you're live. Where's the live?
Oh, here it is. Cool. Share. Facebook.
There we are. Let's see, guys. Okay. I probably should put some background music on this. Well, talk to everybody right now. Just give a little quick hint of what you guys are gonna do.
We are talking today about we're gonna be mostly talking about Brandon today and who Brandon is, who he is to the community, how I know him, and who he is, and people to get more well known with Brandon. He's quite big on Facebook. He's
That's a lie.
okay. He's pretty big though. Yeah, he's there. He has a lot of followers. A lot of people know him. I'd say a lot of people know you, dude.
I don't know, man. Like, I've done things, but I don't think I'm like big like some other people in the scene right now.
In the Fresno scene?
Yeah, Fresno scene, St. Cal scene.
Maybe, dude. I don't know. I think you're pretty out there.
3, 2, 1. Say hi to everybody.
Welcome everyone to Real Slicks Podcast, Real Talk, episode 2. We're here with my good friend Brandon Moua, and today we are gonna be talking about him and what he is to the community. So introduce yourself, Brandon.
What's up? I'm Brandon. I go by the name of Official Moostar. It's just my last name and a weird after word. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. So when did you start becoming into the car community? When did you first feel that you were part of the car scene?
Man, that was back when I was a senior in high school. Yeah, I wasn't much like a car person.
And where'd you go for high school?
I went to Sunnyside.
Sunnyside.
Yeah, so I didn't do much. I was just chilling in the back, always. Just taking it easy. I didn't really stand out.
Yeah.
So the junior rolled by, man. Junior year, I got my car.
Junior year?
Yeah. Didn't drive though. I just had the car.
So what was your first car?
A Mazda Miata, 1997.
There you go.
NA Miata, man. Yeah.
Was that the green one that you had?
It wasn't green. I mean, it was a mix. I think it's called Starlight Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a special color, I guess. But paint was faded for an old car like that.
True.
Made it work. Kind of buffed things out, but I don't know. It's still kind of garbage to me.
So why'd you want a Miata to start with anyway?
Kind of fell into my lap, man. My brother-in-law, he got crashed into, and it got totaled out.
That same Miata?
Yeah, the same Miata, man.
And you just fuck, I'll take it?
Yeah, man. He offered it. He's like, hey, the car's still good.
Yeah.
You know how to repair it. It's like, I don't have a big knowledge of fixing cars then, but I took the challenge, man. I was like, I'll swoop.
Was it body damages, engine and stuff?
Yeah. So quarter panel to the right rear axle. Was
the rear?
Yeah. So rear end damage. I didn't really fix the quarter panel. Did try to hammer it out.
Yeah.
It's pretty thick back there, so
Bad?
didn't do anything. So did end up getting an axle from junkyard, slapped it on, a new hub,
Cool.
wheels. It worked, man.
Wheels? What kind of wheels are you running?
Nah, it's just a stock wheels.
Oh,
man.
stock
Yeah.
wheels?
At first, it was on some Steelies.
Yeah.
It was painted green.
Green?
To kind of match
Steelies
the
are
car,
green?
man. Yeah, it was
like a drift car green?
Nah, it's like lime green, like those Mustangs, those donk Mustangs,
Like the accents and stuff?
Yeah, it's that kind of green.
That's cool. So then, from there, did you want to build your car for a race car, or you just wanted to more show, slam, stance kind of stuff?
Honestly, I was just trying to get in the scene and fit in with people.
Yeah.
So I guess I went the the ricey way, I guess is what
Ricey
people
way?
call it now. You know, try to do the biggest things. You know, like
Yeah.
stance, like slam to the floor, flush wheels.
True.
You know, back then, man, it's like I worked at McDonald's, so I didn't really have money.
Yeah.
So replicas and everything was it, man. It was,
True.
you know, I was on Cut Springs, which is,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah, man, I was those people, you know.
Fuck your safety.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I look back at it now. It's like, man, I come a long way because I was doing all those dumb things, trying to fit in with people, try to get opinions of people. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I understand that. It's like you kind of come in like, okay, you want to be part of like the car scene, but like, different people have different like things how they say it. Like some people like to bash like really hard. And I'm like, you know, I kind of want to welcome people with open arms. Like, you know, not everyone's like that. You know, everyone's like, some people are very judgmental and like they'll be like posting stuff like this and that. I'm like, geez, why is people so like judgmental? I'm like, dude, if they want to do it, just let them do it. You know?
Yeah, I see that, man, because like, especially trying to be different, you get caught out on
Yeah.
it.
It's
You
like,
know,
oh,
it's
because
kinda-
you're not the same like everyone else.
Yeah, it's kind of cookie cutter around here now.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
So that's how I see it. Yeah, but you know, I built the car a little suspension parts. You know, I got I eventually moved up to coilovers, but it's
Yeah.
on the low end. I got some Megans.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's not bad. It's not
that and
bad.
I got some control arms too, but you know I didn't really do anything because you know I wasn't gonna max out the camber or whatnot, so to
Oh,
make
yeah.
it undrivable. So I did that. You know, I got the chassis mount wing. You know,
Oh,
people
yeah.
people know me for that because you know I was the Miata with the big wing.
That big wang.
Yeah.
So after that blue Miata, then what'd you have after that one?
Oh, dude, I saved up enough money to buy a Subaru, man. I was set on a Subaru, all-wheel drive. That's what I really want.
where it's at, brother.
Yeah. So I was looking around for WRX STI,
Yeah.
but with how much money I had, man, it was hard to find a
it's
good
definitely
one.
hard, dude.
Yeah,
Especially
it's-
in like SoCal Fresno like this, dude. It's like everyone, you know, everyone, and then everyone already has that car already. You can't really be getting in Fresno without someone like knowing about it.
Yeah, that's one thing too. That's why the car I got, man, I got it from NorCal. You know, I always looked outside of SoCal.
Oh yeah,
You know,
have
like
to.
Fresno, it's a no-go, man.
For
or
real.
Bakersfield or Merced, it's like that's still too close to home.
Yeah, it is. It's very close.
Yeah, so I ended up going to the Bay Area to look at a GC8,
Yeah.
you know, or GM6, the correct way of saying
Yeah.
it. Yeah, man, I looked at it. No, it was fairly clean.
That show's mint too. I saw it. Yo, Mona's back when we were going to city together.
Oh yeah.
That shit was mint.
The rear was gutted, man. It wasn't a race car, but I guess they restored it. It was hitting the rear quarter panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they cut it and they put a new.
They
rear.
cut it?
Yeah, they cut it, man.
Right.
Yeah, I found the story. You know, I contacted the old owner. I found the dude who did the restoration work.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like that car had history.
For real?
Yeah, so you know, it was wrapped blue. A lot of people thought it was paint.
Oh yeah, I thought it was painted too. It was that very dark, rich blue and shit, huh?
Yeah, so under that wrap, you know, you can still see the quarter panel. The quarter panel was green.
Yeah.
And then the car was aspen white. So
Oh yeah. That's
yeah.
right.
You know, that car treated me well, man. I didn't really do much to it other than just maintenance.
Yeah.
Because I drove it a lot. I let my Miata sit because I still have my Miata too. I wasn't into the show no more. So I went off-roading a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I had fun, man. I did a lot of stupid things, jump hills, you know, crash
Sounds
into the
about
side of it.
Yeah, that's
man.
right. I remember you hit it.
Yeah, man. I hit the front bumper into a hill because I couldn't control the understeer.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But
That shit smacked it.
hey, yeah, that thing held up though, man. Subaru is the way to go.
They did, brother.
The drive chain
All-wheel
took so
drive,
much
yeah.
damage, man. Like, man, it never gave up on me.
Yeah.
That Subaru was great, man. Ended up selling it though.
Yeah.
So,
And then what'd you get after that one?
man, dude, I got an Evo 10.
That's right. You were at the Evo 10.
Man, dude, thinking back, man, it's crazy. A guy working McDonald's.
Tell me about it, dude.
Yeah, man, working McDonald's. You know, living with your parents but still paying bills.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of crazy how much money I saved up by not having a phone either.
It's like I tell people like it's where your priorities are is like you can get it. Like, dude, I got a brand new WRX, like almost 30 grand at a minimum wage job. full time. But I was like, I saved my money up right, and depending on what you want, I think anyone can get it in.
Yeah, man, it's priorities.
Priorities,
Yeah,
dude.
because during that time, man, I didn't have a phone. You know, I just stayed home all the time. I didn't go
Yeah.
out. You know, I don't have friends to go hang out with. You know, waste my money. It's not wasting, I guess, when you're
Yeah.
having fun, making memories. But
Yeah.
I'm not spending money, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a lot of money saved up, and I was like, I'm gonna go spend this money. So I down paid for Evo, and then that's when I sold my Subaru because that's when I was thinking I need extra money in case this car goes down.
Yeah.
Because it's something I never touched before. A turbocharged 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
It's something else, man. Because I always stuck with NA cars. It's
Once you go turbo, dude, it's a whole nother story, dude.
yeah, man. The power jump. Like I know it's not a lot because stock Evo 10 is pretty damn slow. It's pretty damn heavy too.
Yeah.
But going from a Miata to NA Subi, then a Evo, man, that was crazy.
All-wheel drive turbo.
Yeah, man. When I first test drove the car, man, I stepped on it.
I bet.
Dude, that thing went, man. It picked up quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the car from NorCal too. So it's kind of Bay Area, NorCal.
Oh yeah, that's what.
Yeah, and then my Miata also came from NorCal too. Forgot to mention that. So,
Yeah.
all my cars are from NorCal, I guess.
that's where it's at, though, man. They have good cars up there.
Yeah, so I picked up the Evo from a little dealership. So I brought it back down. Man, the first week, I landed the job at Honda.
Hey,
Right?
that's where it's at.
Hey, but you know what's funny? Like, I raced that same week, man.
For real?
Yeah, dude, I raced the same week my Evo. My chain, the timing chain stretched.
It stretched.
Yeah,
So fucking with the engine still running too, or no?
yeah, the car was still running pretty good, but it threw up the sign. It kind of had a rough idle when you stop and go.
Oh, was that that one time you kept posting like you're always at the dealership?
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
checking in
man,
a lot? Yeah,
it's
I remember.
crazy because I was having such a hard time because I bought the car without really researching it.
Yeah.
But it was just impulse buy. Yeah, so I got it. I stretched the chain. I was like, damn, what am I gonna do? So I had this extra money because I sold my Subaru.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess I'm gonna go take it to a dealership because I never touched it before.
Yeah.
So I went to a dealership. I'm at Lithia Subaru because they're the only guys who do
The only-
Mitsubishi too.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So man, I took it to them. Yeah, I was like, they gave me a quote. Man, I was like, that's too much.
For real?
Yeah, I can't do it. Like I can't. I don't want to pay that much.
Just for something like that.
Yeah. So
Like, I could YouTube it, DIY and shit.
yeah. So that was my first thought, YouTube. But I didn't go straight to YouTube. I went to the forums.
Oh, forums
Yeah,
is
like-
super infomercial. Like, think about it. Like, you read all that stuff.
Yeah.
It helps a lot.
Yeah, because throughout like the Miata, the Subaru, I've always been on the forums.
Yeah.
Trying to look for rare parts, learn how to, like the specs, or learn how to like modify this and that, the right setup. So I was like, I'll go with something familiar. So I went to the forums. I joined Facebook groups. So I kind of researched it. Then I went to YouTube, and then I kind of went to I got service information. So I was like, it's time to do it. So I tore the car apart.
Your
Did it.
Evo, right?
Yeah, I tore the Evo apart. It's such a tight space, man. I didn't know what I was doing,
Yeah.
but I was doing it, and by the end of it, car worked.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, man. So I
Something
was
at the
like,
end.
car wasn't running like shit. It's kind of like I could do things with it again. So I was kind of grateful with her for that. So I started modding it. Because
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I could fix it.
And that kind of put you in the race scene too, right? Because you were
Yeah. So
that type of speed, that kind of power, put you in the racing scene. Not just like the stand scene and the car show scene. You were actually out there running people in Mexico. Mexico, right?
Yeah. So yeah, instead of going the stance route, because I did the stance route with my first Miata, the NA Miata.
Yeah.
So I want to try something different. So I was like, hey, the car's pretty quick, so can it go faster?
Yeah.
So I bought bolt-ons, man. First thing I got was a downpipe, test pipe, and a catback.
Yeah.
The hot side, man. That thing made the car so loud. I freaking loved it.
Yeah.
Dude, I've never heard a car scream like that before. Yeah, so I had it's an O2 dump to atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we had a technical difficulty. We were way too HD. We were running 4K, and we are not 4K at the time, so we were back at 1080, and we're running things a little smoother. And where we left off at, Brandon was into your racing scene, and tell us about your builds on your Evo 10.
Oh yeah, so like I mentioned in the last part before the shutdown, I did the exhaust mods.
Yeah.
So after that, I didn't get a tune.
Oh, no tune, huh?
I was kind of dumb, so I was like, hey, if the car's running fine still, might as well add more onto it.
That was your thought process?
Yeah, so it's like
Hella down.
run it till you blow it. I guess it was in my mind because I had the extra money still.
Yeah.
So I had like, hey, I have insurance, I guess. So I kind of, I bought all the rest of the breather mods. Upper intercooler pipes, intercooler, lower intercooler pipe, cold air intake. Yeah, man. So I had all that. I had a boost controller too. I never installed that because I didn't get a tune yet.
Yeah, so it's pointless to have. It's like you can't do nothing about it anyway.
Yeah, so I kind of ran the car like that for a while. Yes.
And how was that running? Was it running good?
For the most part, it was running kind of bad because of the heat soaking. Because I didn't install some parts correctly, I guess. I had and I had boost leaks sometimes.
Yeah.
So I traced everything down. It's kind of like common knowledge by then now. Because
Yeah.
I was
It's like
so
that trial and
into,
error.
yeah, I was so into the cars, so I kind of had the knowledge to do all the things. So fixed everything. Man, dude, I was running cars left to right,
Yeah.
But I don't have a camera, so I never really
like
record
webcam or
anybody.
anything, yeah.
Yeah, and when people do record and they lose, they don't upload those videos.
Yeah, so it
So-
doesn't show up.
Yeah, man, you just gotta take my words for the cars I beat, I guess.
So how's that kind of power? You did like rolls and digs and
Yeah,
stuff?
so a lot of the races were just roll racing because I didn't want to break my transmission
Nah,
or my transfer case.
nobody ever wants a dig on an all-wheel drive.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty comfortable with launching the car and doing whatnot.
Yeah.
But it kind of got to the point where it's like, if my engine blows and my tranny goes,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I don't have enough funds to repair both.
I can only do one or the other.
Yeah. So I kind of, whenever I ran people, I kind of granny shift. I don't shift hard.
Yeah.
But the car still pulled. So that's the funny thing. It's like an untuned Evo with full bolt-ons, granny shifting is kind of
Yeah.
pulling a cars. So a lot of people didn't. In my opinion, I don't think people believe me, because I had people message me before with like, "Hey, is your shit untuned for real?" I mean, I'm being honest. Like I tell you my full setup.
Yeah.
I always joke around saying it's just a Lancer, because it really does look like a Lancer.
It's just you take out the spoilers.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny there because I ran the car, man. The car never blew up.
Yeah.
It ran perfect. I raced a lot of cars, man, but it's just.
So what do you feel like when you're like going that fast, that kind of Need for Speed or a Fast and Furious kind of thing?
Man, dude, the adrenaline, dude, it pumps. Like,
I fucking bet.
yeah, like when you're next to a person rolling, that excitement, that's like, this fool's really gonna run me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I'm gonna show him what's up. That's
Especially when
the confidence.
Yeah, you
comes
see them
in.
on the street too, and it's not like you're out in Mexico racing and you see them on the street. It's a whole other story too.
Yeah, it's crazy because a lot of these cars, man, they come rolling by. They'll stay next to me for like a good while. It's like,
Okay, it's
yo,
like, what does this guy want?
yeah, it's like, yo, like, do you really want to run it? So that's how a lot of my runs go.
Yeah.
If not, I really like, I look at cars and they kind of be cocky in front of me.
Oh yeah.
And I go and try to initiate the run.
that like racer.
Yeah, man, racer
Like,
fly.
what the fuck? Like homeboy didn't even honk.
Yeah, man. So it's crazy because even the high-end horsepower cars, they're not doing anything, but like they come passing me. I'm in the left lane going, X amount of speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
they still come, like,
yeah,
quick.
they still come quick. That's like, dude, I'm doing this much already. Like, are you trying to show off?
Yeah, I'm like,
So,
okay, what do you really want?
Yeah, so that's what got me, man. So that's how a lot of my races initiate.
Yeah.
That's why I did, but no video proof.
Yeah, that is hard.
Yeah.
But dude, I know how that feels though, like that adrenaline rush. Like I've had my girl in the car a couple times, like, don't do it. And like, you see all the memes, like Vin Diesel, and he's like all the speed. I'm like, dude, I want to try it, especially now I put more parts into my car for like performance wise, and it's like, dude, I just kind of want to run it and like try it,
Yeah.
Because the only car I really ran it against was my buddy's STI, Chris, but he's also stage 2, so stage 2 on a stage 2. I mean, I think the STI would win regardless. Because the
Yeah.
STI has that torque, that raw power in the EJ motor.
Yeah, it's that proven power.
Proven
So-
power. Old motor, but proven power.
Yeah, proven power. Man.
But yeah, so I didn't get to run too many cars, like, especially now too. It's getting hot, and like cars just run like dookie, man.
Oh yeah, man, turbo cars and hot weather. Damn, dude.
It is garbage. You
I
could
remember.
definitely feel the power like difference in the your freaking power curve. It's like, dude, just goes down.
Yeah, it doesn't pick up at all, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
yeah.
what'd you do after that Evo? Because someone actually hit and run you, right? Correct?
Yeah, man, I started buying stance parts because I was like, hey, I'm gonna get my car tuned. I'm gonna get my E85 kit. You know, I was like, I have money, so I'm gonna go stance now.
Yeah.
You know, get everybody who has stance have engine mods now too. So I was like, hey,
It's kind of like an all-around build
yeah.
now. Huh?
So I was like, I'm gonna make my car function like that. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm tired of my car looking stock too, stock height, wheels are sunken in. You know, so. I was like, hey, so I ordered coilovers. I ordered a
Oh, that's
carbon
right.
fiber
That's
trunk.
right. Remember we talked about that.
Yeah, I ordered a front lip. I did a paint match the front lip myself. Man, dude, I had a lot of other things on the way, but I had to cancel that right after because I went out to go buy wire brushes because I bought my coilovers used
Yeah.
from a guy in Illinois, man.
For real?
Dude,
You had
I-
it shipped here?
Yeah, man, I forgot that Illinois had salt, I guess.
Oh,
yeah, so
yeah.
the coilovers were pretty rusted, which kind of pissed me off, but I mean...
Was that in the
not-
description?
I mean, he said the car, it was used like in 3 like passes on the track.
Yeah.
You know, so I just kind of took his word for it. You know, I don't hold a grudge against him. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, I bought it, so you know, it's buy as is.
Yeah.
So I got it, man. I looked at it, had a lot of rust, so I went to the store to go buy wire brushes.
Like nasty amount of rust, like you could definitely tell like the shit was rusted.
Yeah, so even under the paint, it was rusted.
Oh,
It's a
man.
Fortunatos, man.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like 8K and 10K springs. So I was like, hey, it's what I wanted.
Yeah, that's the same run up I'm running too.
Yeah.
Fortunato, that's quality, brother.
Yeah.
So then,
you know, it's
so you were on your way to get your wire brushes. That's when it happened, or
now that coming back because I bought everything from wire brushes
Yeah.
to rust penetrant. You know, I bought some other stuff too for my family.
all that same night, right?
Yeah, same night, man. And well, one thing I did remember too is my freaking my eye contact solutions, man. Because man, when I was going down the block,
Yeah.
you know, it's one left turn to my block, and then I made the left turn.
Yeah.
And then I got hit, and then I remembered back, man. It's like this truck behind me at the light at the block.
Yeah.
You know, he was revving it. He tried to do a burnout.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I trying to get out of there as fast as I could.
It's like, okay, this guy might be doing something reckless. Huh?
Yeah, so I made the left turn. All here was a freaking truck, like revving hella high.
Yeah.
Came, hit me right on my driver's side, and my rear driver's side too.
So pretty much your whole driver's side,
My
right?
whole driver's side was
So
out.
he came from behind you, and then he T-boned you from behind
Yeah, I guess so. He came
because you
onto
made that
the-
left, right?
Yeah, I made the left, so he went to the oncoming lane to hit me. I guess I don't know.
Damn.
Like I didn't do anything to to gain enemies. I guess
Yeah,
because
man, like,
you know,
what
I've
were you
always been
doing?
chill.
Yeah.
I mean, I troll a lot, but like it's kind of. I don't think that would cause anybody to
Yeah,
hate me, right?
like, I don't think anything's like dead serious about it, you know?
Yeah, so the
Especially
thing,
when you meet like in person, like, dude, I like you're a cool guy, man. It's like, and then trolls and posts doesn't mean like you're a freaking shitty person, you know?
yeah, so you know, he hit me, and then I spun out, and then I went up the curb, and then I missed like the light pole by like a foot.
For real, just like inches like that.
Yeah, like a whole foot, dude. Like I was so close to like
Yeah.
flipping the car, you know. So
So did you see like the headlights or anything coming at you?
so
or?
nothing. So Evo 10s, they have the side curtain airbag.
Yeah.
So it kind of blew up and then went down. So I was trying to get out the car, you know, to see what's up.
Yeah.
Because I was ready to fade on sight because I was
Yeah.
no, like I'm not lying, yo. Like that got me mad because I was like,
Yeah, dude, like he comes out of nowhere and hits you, and then like
yeah, because I just
T-bones
bought
you.
all this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, dude, my car was gonna be fucking badass, you know.
Yeah.
So that got me mad. So I was trying to get out of the car, the door wouldn't open.
Oh, really?
So I didn't think about it because I always keep my windows down, luckily, so none of the glass got on me, or
Yeah.
so everything shattered inside. But I didn't think to stick on my head out the window,
Yeah.
you know, because the curtain was in the way. So I climbed out the passenger side, and then the guy was already gone. So all I know is this is a truck for sure, because
Truck.
that thing hit me hard,
Hit and
man.
run, man. But then if that car hit you like that car had to have damage too, though, right?
That's what I thought too. But when I went back the following morning, there was like no coolant or anything
Nothing?
on the road, man.
So that fool just got one clean hit and took off.
Yeah, so I was like, it gotta be like a '90s Chevy or something.
Something,
because
yeah, something
with a
heavy,
heavy ass front
Some
bumper.
kind of steel, cast iron.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I didn't think it's like all that would happen so fast.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, good things come to an end, but yo, it was starting to get good only.
Yeah, like you didn't even get to finish like your story with that car
Yeah.
too, you know. Let's cut short.
Yeah, it got me there, man. So, you know, I guess I didn't buy the car back. Insurance wanted too much for it. I mean, I still had all the bolt-ons on it, you know.
Yeah.
It's like that's a good amount of money right there. So I was like, fuck it, I would take whatever they give me.
Yeah.
So I got that money, and I was looking for a car for the longest time. Well, not that long, I guess.
Right?
It was like
Yeah,
a month.
like a month or so?
Yeah. So I was looking for a 350Z HR. That was
yeah.
I was
heard
set.
HR pulls.
Yeah, I was set on that, you know. But my parents, they reminded me. They're like, you know, get this 350Z HR Roadster. I was like, I don't want no convertible.
Yeah.
You know, if I want a convertible, I'm going back to a Miata.
Something you can just take down already.
Yeah, so I was looking for a long time, man. A lot of these HRs overpriced.
For real? Like
Well,
10,
I mean,
like
they
10
hold,
grand?
yeah, I mean, they hold their value.
Especially
But
the
at
HR,
the-
yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I'm not paying that much for an older car like that.
Yeah, especially like
Yeah.
like 06, 07 and
Yeah,
stuff.
but with that much money, you can already down pay another car.
Yeah.
You know, use that extra money to do the same thing I did. You know.
Easily, huh?
So I was like, screw it. So I just waited, couldn't find a 350Z. You know, so I started looking elsewhere. I look at FRS because man, those things look good. Stock.
They do look good, bro.
Yeah, man. So I was like, hey, I'll get a slow car, sure, man. So I was looking at them, but at the same time, like I said, damn, you're paying way too much for a car that depreciates in value too fast.
Yeah, it does very
Yeah.
fast too.
So I kind of got out of there too. So I was like, you know what? I said I was gonna get Miata again. I just might as well look at a Miata too.
Yeah.
You know, so I was looking, I was like, man, dude, the price for Miata skyrocketed because of the media. So it's like I'm not paying $6,000 for a stock Miata.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Better
sure
be.
it's a 2002 LSE like special edition. Six
Don't
speed.
those cars come stock turbo too on some models?
Yeah, so the Mazda Speed is what those are, but those are the same price range as a 350Z.
Really?
Yeah, so
Wow.
I was like, I'm not paying that much. And, you know, I knew a lot about Miatas, and the thing about Mazda Speeds, Miata is they're not that great.
No?
Like, in my opinion, at least. I mean, they have some of their parts are awesome if you're going to do like a build.
Yeah.
But, you know, just based off that platform, you know, for that much money, you could turbo your NA Miata and be faster.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, Mazda Speed Miatas are out of the game because I don't want to pay that much.
Just for that price range?
Yeah, so, you know, that's just like 2,000, 3,000 more than what people usually
Yeah.
want for their Miatas now anyways. So I didn't really look into those. So I just sat back, man. I was like, it's either I find rare color, like a yellow one, or the
Ooh,
laser
yellow one,
blue.
dude, yeah.
Yeah, so I found laser blue here in Fresno. But it was a dealership. So I went.
Oh yeah, I remember you were talking about that one.
Yeah, so I went. You know, they're like, sure, man, do like 300 every month.
300?
300 every month for
Jeez.
this car. You know, they're like, it's $7,000. I was like, nah, I can't do that. I was like,
7,000
for a Miata. Laser blue. It had a hard top, but the hard top was the older version with the
Yeah.
no defroster. You know, it was. I didn't want that, so I was like, hey, if I cash you out now, how much would you give it to me?
Yeah.
He said 6.5, so I was like, dude, I'm not paying that much for a Miata.
For real, dude.
I don't care. I don't care if it's blue, dude. Like, if it's at least yellow, yeah, man, I'll consider it.
Yeah, it better be like low miles, all this stuff,
Yeah, so-
premium stuff.
I was like, nah, forget it. So I sat back still. So I was just chilling. I've been driving my mom's van during this time.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
Your mom's big old van.
Yeah, so, you know, it's kind of like they needed a car too. So I was like, damn, I really need a fucking car. So I looked on apps, you know, I found a car on OfferUp. I never thought we use OfferUp. You know, the app is, you know, I never thought of it like people actually sold stuff on it.
Yeah.
So I kind of went on there. I was like, hey, dude, this car is cheap, dude. It has all this modifications already.
Yeah.
You know, it has the stuff I'm going to do to it if I were to buy like a stock car.
Yeah.
He wanted $3,000. I was like, dude, that's a good ass price.
I'll cash that shit out right now. Huh?
Yeah, so you know, I went up. You know, it's in Sacramento. So
NorCal,
yeah, NorCal.
okay.
Yeah, so I went and I was like, dude, I'll cash you out right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lowball. So I went, check out the car. I drove it. I was like, man, it drove fine.
Yeah.
So I bought the car.
So this is for $3,000 too, though.
Yeah, so
That's like dirt cheap, man.
yeah, so that's how I got back in the Miata. But you know, it's the second generation facelift MB2. Yeah, so it's. I've always said I'm gonna get back in the Miata game, and I would get one of those cars. But
Yeah.
I didn't imagine it was so quick. So
I don't know, cause like you had your Evo got wrecked in about like a month until you got your current Miata, right?
yeah, it's like a month or two. I don't remember, but it's kind of. It's like it was an impulse buy, honestly. Like I didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I need to fill this void, you know, because dude, my cool ass car just got crashed into.
I bet, dude. That leaves you in like kind of like depressed, like dude, like you had your dreams, you had your stuff on the way.
It's kind of like I could have done so much, you know. I wonder if I buy this car, I could do the same.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what got me that. And then I was contemplating, so I put the car back up for sale. So I was like, hey, it has all this mod. I'm gonna try to make a profit off of it.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, I posted a little bit higher than what I got it for. You know, I post like I look at the market. You know, I was like, dude, this car's worth way more than those cars.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put it way above them. You know, so I got a lot of backlash for that. I mean, I'm not tripping about it because like at the same time, I was like, I know nobody's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
And if I do sell it, you know, it's like,
I mean, you get lowballed in the game regardless too, though. It's gonna get
Yeah.
like super low. Post
So- Uh,
up for like 7, like man, I give you two five.
yeah,
I'll pick up right now and like
All
keep
the-
keep your wheels.
yeah, all the low balls, you know. So I was like, nah, forget it. So I was like, I'm gonna start doing the safety stuff first, the stuff I know, having a Miata before.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, roll bar. First thing you should do, if you ever get a Miata, get a roll bar, because that thing will save your life, dude.
Yep.
Not that style bar, man. That's like the two loop things, chrome,
Oh,
ugly
yeah, yeah,
shit. You know that's
Yeah, like
that
a
will cause
6-point
a
roll cart cage and everything.
yeah, man. That's like a little mouse trap if it ever flips on you.
Yeah, for all the future Miata buyers, listen to Moua. He knows what he's talking about. He's had to. He's been in the race scene.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, I'm gonna be safe in this car if I'm gonna keep it, because I know for sure, you know, these things are so prone to get hit.
Yeah,
'Cause,
dude,
you know,
especially like
my first one got hit. So
yeah, especially when you're like that low into the car, and like dude, you're like everything's like right here.
yeah, so that's, you know, I was like, fuck it, I guess I'm gonna drive it. So
Yeah.
I got the roll bar, bought it off another local Miata guy that he was parting out. So I got that, put it on like the next following days. That had the impulse. I was like, damn, it's raining. And
Yeah.
you know, these south tops on the Miatas are like the worst.
Really?
They-
They leak through and stuff.
Yeah, they leak. They have they tear easily. So my shit was all torn up, man. So I put duct tape on it just to keep the rain out. Kind of ghetto, but
Efficient.
it works. No, so I was like, I need a hard top. So I looked for hard tops for a good 2 months. And you know, everybody, man, those things are still overpriced. This is my first Miata. I had a hard top too. I paid $1,100, and I went to NorCal for it.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I might have to pay this again, you know, because all these hard tops that are kind of low price are all messed up.
Yeah.
Or they don't have the defroster rear window. So I know how to look for if it's a fake one or
Yeah.
a real one.
You know like what to look for.
Yeah, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna shoot my shot. So I found this dude, and you know, he posted up to his hardtop for sale 15 minutes ago. So I was like,
15 minutes and you hopped on that?
I hopped on it fast, man. I DM'd him. I was like, hey, hold it on to me for a while. Sunday, I'll come pick it up. No questions
Yeah.
asked. Like from the pictures, it looks like a good top. So I was like, man, I gotta get this ready. So I gathered all the cash around, you know, because I spent all the money on the Miata already. Because that's what I had left, you know. So I kind of gathered the money I had.
From the Evo and then put it into the Miata.
Yeah, so it's kind of, I was like, dude, I'm scraping the floor now. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna need it. So Yeah, I messaged dude. The dude's like, yeah, hold it on, just don't flake.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, make sure you don't flake too, because I'm gonna come for real, bro.
Yeah, like especially when you make that travel time too.
Yeah, so yeah, this guy was in Lumpole, by Santa Barbara.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All the way down there, man. That's far for me, man. That's
Especially from Fresno, yeah.
yeah. It's like going to LA, but going more towards the coast. I
Yeah,
guess.
going more coast than down south.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I was gonna go by myself, and my mom's like, "Hey, take your little brother with you." I was like, "Fuck it, you down for a trip?" And he was
Yeah.
like, yeah. So we both went, man. We're just driving. Dude, we came by Pismo. It was tempting. It's like, dude, let's stop at Pismo, chill for a bit. But man, it's like we don't have enough time though.
Yeah.
So we went. No, we went, and then the guy was there. So it was like, so we got the top. It's like, let's grab it. So we put the top on.
Oh yeah, because you can just put it right then and there, huh?
Yeah. So the thing is, the thing that got to me, man, is that car doesn't MB2 Miatas or NB1 Miatas. They don't have a Frankenstein bolt. So it's a bolt with like a big old head.
Yeah.
So that head is what aligns the hardtop.
So if that's not right, then the whole thing won't sit right.
Yeah. So this car, like our cars don't have those. So I reached out to like 7 people. See, it's like, dude, these people would never buy hardtops in their lives anyways.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, let me borrow it. It was just borrowing so I could get the hardtop, right?
Yeah.
So I asked these people, they all said no. And then one of my buddies, he was all like, hey, I have these brackets if you want it. So I was like, dude, I'll get it. So I paid him, got the brackets. I was like, I'll make this shit work.
Yeah.
So, when we got to it, we got the top. I was like, I don't need those bolts. I'll just use these brackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I put the brackets on, and then we just made our way. Man, but those brackets didn't really help because the top was still shaking because it didn't have those bolts.
Like scary shaking though.
It was like, it's a loud thump. It's like, I mean, yeah, once in a while, you know how like the roads are, they have like little dips and
Yeah,
whatnot.
you just
and it goes up and down. Because it's not secured properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the top back home though, and then for the longest time it didn't rain.
Yeah.
So I was like, I took off the top. And I just ran my soft top because I didn't want to ruin the hard top by not having those 2 bolts.
Yeah, especially if not sitting correctly and stuff.
Yeah, so it's just I ran without the top for a while, and then I was like, dude, I was just buy some bolts. So I bought some from a local part out shop, but the thing, it was missing the studs, so I had to be creative, I guess. So I made some studs myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of made everything work, put the top back on. Now it's on there permanently. Like, I don't want to take it off ever, dude.
Yeah, because it's like, that's you had a hard top only.
Yeah, so that's the first 2 things I would ever do if I buy a new Miata. Anyways,
Yeah.
Hard top and the roll bar, because those things are safety items.
It's like almost like a necessity, huh?
Yeah, so because in the rollover, the hard top does help too, I guess, and it keeps the chassis rigidity better. I'm not too sure how that is.
Those parts are tiny, dude.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted. So I was like, I'm gonna leave it at this. So I was driving it for a while. This certain urge, man, after spending all that money on those things, it's like I want to add more.
Yeah.
So I don't know why, man. It's this thing in me. It's like, dude, if you're gonna drop that money, if you're gonna drop that money, why not drop more?
Yeah.
So I went ahead and got Willwood big brake kits.
Oh yeah, Willwood. That's a
it's-
name brand, brother.
I was like, dude, like this car's set up for track, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like it doesn't have the track brakes. Well, the stock brake works, but it's like, damn, dude, I want to add on to it.
Yeah, you want just more and stuff, huh?
Yeah, so I bought it, put it on, like, damn, I don't think I'm ever gonna track this thing.
So you never tracked it then?
No, so like my first Miata, I've always done stupid things, but I never really went to like track or autocross courses. I never did anything. I did do stupid stuff on the mountains or whatnot just to learn how to drive.
Yeah.
But other than that, I never went to a track or I never did courses, and then I was like, after thinking back like that, it's like, damn, I really have a track Miata that it's not gonna get tracked. Right? So I'm just another poser like when I was in the beginning, I guess.
Yeah.
So that got to me. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna add anything anymore.
Yeah.
So that's how my Miata is like the way it is now. It's like I'm kind of out of the scene anyways. I stepped out because of all that. It kind of took a toll on me. So I was like,
I bet.
I'm just gonna chill. So Yeah, I've been out of the scene, but recently I just been getting back because, I do photography too.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. So you are a photographer as well,
Yeah.
right?
So I'm a photographer.
How long you
know.
been shooting cars and stuff for?
Let me see. In total of 4 years so
4 years?
far. Yeah, but I wasn't shooting cars in my beginning years.
Yeah,
I was shooting like landscape and whatnot. I've
a
always
cinematic kind of things.
yeah, like I love outdoors, man. Like nature is beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's so saturated, it's so vibrant. So I was shooting that before, and I didn't really like edit my photos until my second year when I started moving to shooting objects. I started correcting shadows and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
So did you take any like photo classes prior to this or anything?
no,
or?
so everything was self-taught.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
For everyone who is wanted to become a photographer, a videographer, Moua is explaining it and stuff you need. So like, do you think that you need like quality stuff from the get go or?
well, I started with a point and shoot camera, man.
Point and shoot, huh?
Yeah, I've shot in auto the whole time my first year.
Yeah.
So I got a point and shoot from my mom because it was a gift from my mom. But my mom never used it.
Yeah.
So I kind of got it and I started shooting. So yeah, I always left in auto, and then I never uploaded those photos. I kept it for myself.
Yeah.
But those files are long gone. But
Yeah.
man, they were. That's what got me started. Just point and shoot.
Yeah.
Get out there, take a photo.
Yeah, you honestly won't know until you're out there. Like everyone's so like they're so concerned on like how their shot is. I see them post up all like on Facebook all the time, social media. I'm like, honestly, bro, just go out and shoot. That's the best way to learn.
Yeah.
Because I did the same thing with videography and making videos, and like, geez, like it's terrible, man. Like videos, both are very hard. But I'm like, dude, like if your video is not like stable, it just looks terrible.
Yeah.
Unless you're going for like a rustic look and like, like
I'll
feel like
shake
you're there like a POV and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like what kind of equipment do you use? Do you use like anything like intense or anything like
No,
fancy stands?
So a lot of stuff was bought off Walmart. Just the Walmart stuff, man. Walmart
Yeah.
starter kit.
Yeah.
I didn't spend a lot of money my first 2 years. All I did was just shoot and kept the photos for myself. I experimented. I didn't have a phone then.
Yeah.
So I had an iPad, but that thing was big, so I didn't bring it everywhere I
Yeah,
go.
just like a big old iPad and carry it out.
Yeah, so I didn't have a phone, so like everybody was already taking pictures with their phones.
Yeah.
So I didn't have that luxury, So I always shot on the camera. I slowly moved into shooting manual mode. I explored the camera more.
Oh yeah, you're going
it's
through
like-
your ISOs, your apertures.
Yeah, so
like
I got
shutter
bored.
speeds.
I got bored of shooting automatic because I was losing touch with it. I was like, damn, dude, doing photography is boring. How do people do this?
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn, if I look deeper into it, I might learn something new, and that might, I might strive for more.
Yeah.
So that's when I started shooting manual. So I kind of looked into ISO and aperture, shutter speed. I learned all that myself, man. Internet, Google.
Yeah, you could definitely learn that stuff
Yeah.
easy.
I didn't go straight to YouTube. Like I like to read things first, then have like a visual and audio.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I was self-teaching myself.
Yeah, but a lot of people do that too, and then you get a lot of trial and error with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so that's the main thing, trial and error, man. It's going out and shoot. So after learning all that, or learning all the basics of photography, like filling the square, or like
Oh yeah, rule of thirds and all
rule
that
thirds and
stuff.
whatnot. Yeah, so it's kind of. So I learned all that. So I was like, hey, let's put it to test.
Yeah.
So I started shooting. I was still shooting a lot of landscape. So that I kind of built up on that, and then I was like, that's when I got my car, and then I was like, damn, I'm gonna shoot my car.
Yeah.
So I started shooting my car. I was like, dude, my car looks ugly. It's just like, it's like, man, what can I do to make it better? So
Yeah.
that's when I got into editing, man.
Oh, editing that
Dude.
post ups a lot.
Editing helps a lot. Like, I was still using the point and shoot. So
Yeah.
editing was a big change, man. It really stepped up my game. You know, so I paid for a subscription, which is
And use Photoshop, or what do you use?
yeah, Adobe Photoshop.
Adobe Photoshop, yeah.
So I got the package Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop.
Yeah.
So I did a payment on that every month. You know, so I kind of that really like it sparked my interest. You know,
Especially,
so,
man, you're paying this, like, you better go and use it too.
yeah. So I was paying for it. So I was like, damn, I'm gonna learn it. So Photoshop, man, I'm still learning. Like I don't know everything about it, but I knew the basics and how to like remove objects, blend.
Oh yeah,
you know?
blending.
So it's like all the basic stuff just to make a photo look not what it is. You know, it's kind of like
Yeah.
sure I shoot a landscape over here, but I would put different like sky in it. Or
Yeah.
whatnot. And then I moved on to my car, so I started photoshopping like wheels and body parts and whatnot. And,
Yeah.
And I never released these photos because it was just
Oh, and these are Mua's pictures are here, straight off Instagram, for you viewers to see. So with stuff like this, did you? This is with your camera, right?
yeah. So this is with my camera now. So my third year into it, bought a Canon T5i. And I was using the kit lens for the longest time.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
18 to 55 millimeter.
1855.
Yeah.
So I started moving up. I got a 80 millimeter, I think, what it was.
Yeah.
I bought, the 40 millimeter, the wide angle stuff. I bought a lot of adapters and whatnot. So I was experimenting with it.
Yeah.
And then I stumbled upon a 50 millimeter. I didn't buy a Canon one because I found a Chinese one that works just the same.
I have that same exact one.
Yeah, so
I had the same
it's
exact one.
I was like, it's cheaper. It works the
Yeah.
same. It may not be sharper than the original one, but I was like, hey, it's gonna work. And
Especially the
editing-
depth of view that it gives too.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that stuff is mint.
that's moving on to my fourth year where I started shooting more seriously.
Yeah.
I focus on things. It's like I picked up every single little detail.
Yeah.
So I kind of, I don't know, man. It's like seeing my old work compared to the things I do now. It's like I've come a long way, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the stuff that I shoot with, like back then, I sold off, and I use what I have now.
Yeah.
So it's just like I need two things. The 50 millimeter polarizing lens. That's it.
Yep.
That's the need if you're going to do automotive photography.
Yeah, 50 for everyone who's listening. A 50 millimeter helps a lot.
Yeah, 50 millimeter is where it's at, man. With the f point, 1.8 or 1.4 is what they have the lowest.
Yeah, I
on.
heard that's like the most common to shoot with those.
Yeah, so with that, you achieve the bokeh effect that you really want.
Yeah.
So that's how the 50 millimeter fell into my lap. It's like, that's the go-to. So now like late into it, I was like, I know a lot about stuff, but I'm still learning. But I want to branch out.
Yeah.
Because I'm not feeling it no more. It's like automotive photography. Like, man, I shoot a lot of cars.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not getting me anywhere. Like, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna reach out to portraits. So like shooting people. Human subjects. Because
you get a lot of emotions with those kind of stuff too.
So the thing about shooting cars is, it's an object.
That and you get so many angles too.
Yeah, and you can't interact with it the way you do with humans.
Yeah, especially
or
seeing
like
like
people.
humans' expressions, like someone laughing or giggling.
Yeah.
It's something else.
Yeah, it's like the candid moments or whatnot.
Yeah,
it's like
candid.
it's like
Like that's a perfect example right there.
yeah, people could talk to you. Like a car can't do that to you.
Yeah.
It can't show emotions or whatnot. Sure, you could give off like the vibe of, yeah, that's how the owner feels.
Yeah.
That's how you built it this way. But having a person stand there with their facial expression, body language,
expressing themselves, who they are and stuff.
yeah, and if you apply the same techniques from automotive photography onto portraits, bokeh effect, sharpness,
Yeah.
all that, it's kind of like it fits.
Yeah.
So transferring that over is what I've been doing, but the only thing is I'm like a shy person.
Yeah.
So I don't go out and ask people to pose for me or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I'm usually just trying to. I guess I steal shots from other photographers.
Yeah.
Because they will have a model pose, and I would try to get that shot. I do ask though, because the thing about photographers is just some people get anal about like this getting the same shots. It's
man,
like
you're doing this, and I'm like,
yeah, it's like I already did this, or I already did that. I got this shot.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you copying me? It's like, well, damn, dude, it's a free game, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you
copyright.
want me to pay you, or, like-
Copyright is a little funny thing with photography, anyways. So it doesn't get big. So I was like, hey, you know what? It's not like I'm gonna go public with this.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm doing it for me. You know, uploading on for myself. You know, it's not like, hey, I'm advertising for this person.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, so photography is there, but I've been trying to get in and out of it.
So you're trying to work towards more portrait people right now, then, or?
Yeah, it's more of that, but at the same time, it's like I'm losing touch with it. It's
Yeah.
just I'm losing interest. I'm losing interest in almost everything, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's just probably because I'm feeling down. But at the same time, it helps me do something too. Like
True.
I don't do much. Like I don't do things like I'm not productive anymore, for some reason.
Yeah.
But when I do that stuff, it kind of gets me moving.
Yeah.
So yeah, photography, automotive stuff. It's really things I just enjoy doing. I guess it's a hobby, so you know I don't take things seriously.
Yeah. It's not like you're asking to get paid and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't look for sponsorships or anything like that. So it's just, you know, if I'm out, I'm out. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's not like it's gonna affect anybody.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I do those things.
That's cool. I mean, like, I feel the same way towards like making videos too, like videography. I mean, you kind of like, because a lot of people are very good. People that we know in particular, Bill's a beast.
Oh yeah, man, Bill Singh. Shout out
Bill
to that
Singh.
guy.
Bill Singh.
come my book for media now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
He's definitely. I see his shots. I'm like, man, I need to step up my game. I need to be like at least as good as him. 'Cause
Yeah.
Bill is also well known too out there. He's good at photography too. He takes he's very local. He stays out with the people. For the future, I want to get him out to the show, get him here out to talk. We'll get him out here soon, and let's go ahead and wrap this up. We got like 3 minutes. So anything else you want to say to our viewers and anyone photography into the automotive field, the car scene? What do you, anything you want to tell them?
I just want to say, do you, man? Like, screw that cookie cutter shit and like, screw other people's opinion. Just do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Man. It's what really it is. Like, make yourself happy, man. It's because if you don't do that, you're just another poser.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know the scene is so filled with that. It's just not the automotive scene. It's not photography. It's everywhere. You know.
Yeah.
So you know, do what makes you happy. You know, do you, man. It's just don't do something for other people because that will get you nowhere.
Yeah, so pretty much stick it for yourself. Be your own person then. Okay, we're going to end it there. A big shout out to my brother-in-law, Mang Lee at Makeline Productions. He let us use our studio here, his studio, and it's great. And we'll see you guys for the next podcast, and we'll see you guys later.